It's impossible to be a homosexual Christian.
Really?
It's impossible to be a...
Welcome to episode 31 of Paddy Don't Surf. Today we're going to talk about a bunch of shit that I really wish I didn't have to talk about. We're going to talk about how the United States government is conducting extrajudicial murders in the name of the war on drugs. I thought we were over this shit a very long time ago. I thought we had decided that, you know what? The reason that we have a problem with drugs in this country is because we have an addiction to drugs in this country. People sell drugs to Americans because Americans want drugs. We do. Anybody who says any differently is a fucking bald-faced liar. We want drugs, so we're going to have drugs. If the cartels in Mexico and Venezuela and any of these other countries could sell us tomatoes and make more money, that's what they would do. But they sell us cocaine and fentanyl because that's what we want. We blew up a couple of boats. Pete Hegseth lied about us blowing up a couple of boats. And now we're going to have a constitutional fucking crisis over the whole issue. What really, really drives me up the fucking walls is getting lectured by, quote, Christians about how this is okay. Megyn Kelly, who is almost always seen with a crucifix around her neck, says, I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like to see Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Christian woman, Megyn Kelly, aka ignorant cunt. This is what we've been reduced to. We've got people purporting to be Christians saying that they want to torture people because they're committing crimes. Forget visit the prisoner, clothe the naked, all this other business. No. Torture everybody you don't like. Yeah, I guess that's where we're at. Fuck it. Stop wearing a crucifix around your damn neck. Because you obviously don't believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ. You obviously have no issue with hurting people just to make yourself feel better. Last I checked, I don't know. That is not a Christian belief. That's got nothing to do with Christianity. So if that's how you get down, you can fuck right off, because that's not the Christianity I was raised in. And I don't think it is the Christianity that you were raised in either. But that's how we're doing things now. That's how we roll. Fuck it. I mean, let's just join hands and walk into the damn sea, because if that's what you believe, I mean, come on, man. Are we not better than that? Are we not better than that? I don't want to give the state, meaning the government, any ability to just extrajudiciously kill anybody they feel like killing, because you may think it's fine now, but what if the other party's in power? Oh shit. Now we got problems. But last night, the president of the United States not tweeted, but he posted 160 times between 7 p.m. and midnight. 160 times. That's more than little fucking girls post. And we're worried that, hey, we got a problem with our kids spending too much time on social media. Well, the president spends more time on social media than just about anybody. That's normal. That sounds right to you. Well, it isn't. It isn't normal, and it doesn't sound right. And if you think it does, you're a fucking moron, because that's insanity. He's a grown ass man. You're going to post 160 times in 5 hours. You got to be kidding me with that. You've got to be kidding me with that. But, you know, big time social media preachers like to say crazy stuff like this.
Judge Andrew Napolitano is joining us with this senior judicial analyst. Again, the White House is very clear that they were acting within the scope of the law. The orders were given to take out these boats, and this continues on to their effort to stop drug trafficking here in the States. It does get a little murky of what happened in terms of the orders, who carried what, who said what. Talk to us about that.
Well, I wish the White House would reveal to us the laws on which the president is relying. He says he has an opinion from the Justice Department, but neither the Justice Department or the White House will offer it for public scrutiny. And it gives me no pleasure to say what I'm about to say, because I worked with Pete Hegseth for 7 or 8 years at Fox News. This is an act of a war crime, ordering survivors who the law requires be rescued instead to be murdered.
Yeah. So these people were murdered when they posed no threat to the United States. And the reason I brought up the 160 posts is because while Donald Trump is posting on social media, we're actually taking military action against, people who pose no threat to us. Think about that. I mean, really think about that. Give it let that kick around in your head for a minute, because it's absolutely absurd that we should be worried about people hurting us who are on death's door, who are next to gone, right? We're going to throw a couple extra bombs at them. We're playing video game wars is what we're doing. And that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like, hey, let's just decide to press a couple of buttons and kill a bunch of people. And that's going to fix our drug problem. We want drugs. I've said it 100 times. We want drugs. That's just a reality. You don't like it? Fuck off. It's the truth. We want drugs in this country. Killing 6 guys on a boat coming out of Venezuela is not going to solve the problem that we have a drug addiction in the United States, you stupid motherfuckers. That's not going to fix the problem, dum-dum. And Andrew Napolitano, who's as right-wing as you get, understands that. Do you? Do you get it, dum-dum?
No legal basis for it. Everybody along the line who did it, from the Secretary of Defense to the Admiral to the people who actually pulled the trigger, should be prosecuted for a war crime for killing.
Now, you talk about prosecuting people for war crimes, and this goes back to the seditious 6, people saying, hey, you shouldn't follow an unlawful order. If I was given, as a Navy veteran, I can tell you, if I was given an order to press the button, I mean, look, I was just a journalist. I didn't work. I wasn't a fire controlman. I didn't work in weapons. So this would never have happened to me. But if I were in the position where I had to press a button to kill a bunch of people, in this case, I just said, fuck off. I'm not doing it. Court-martial me if you want, but I'm not doing it. I wish that whoever was the kid who had to press the button, that they would have said, or that the captain of that ship would have said no. I don't know. I understand it's a really difficult position to be put in. But there was no need for this. No need whatsoever. And I detest the whole fucking situation. I think that we should not be putting our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in a situation where they have to make a decision like that. It's absurd. It's as bad as the beginning of the Iraq War. I just think that we got to be better than this. We have to be. And right now we're not. And that is absolutely, unbelievably fucking disturbing. As far as disturbing goes, Lance Wallnau is a big MAGA preacher, and he's got some ideas about how we ought to. You know what? I don't want to set it up so much as I want you to listen to it. So peep this. This is Lance Wallnau talking about how we should treat the president of the United States. And this goes to presidential power. It goes to what we've been talking about for the beginning of the show, and how we should treat the president. And I'm fucking dumbfounded by this.
Instructions. Whatever strength you have, if you overextend it, it becomes a weakness. And being combative and being outspoken, you got to be careful when you're punching that you only punch in the same weight class. If you ever punch a gorilla or a lion, you'll get mauled. And when you punch the president, you're not punching parallel, you're punching up. Never punch up. Always honor as much as possible. It's good biblical advice. Honor the king. Oh, I know someone's going to say, Lance, he's not a king. I'm giving you biblical advice, people. Someone who's over you in a structure, respect them. And be careful how you critique them so that you don't diminish their prestige, especially when they go out of, and when you need them to return the favor.
Okay, we're supposed to respect the office of the president and not criticize him because we would diminish the office otherwise. I seem to remember back in 2010, was it 2010? Somewhere around that era, Joe Wilson, congressman from South Carolina, screamed, "You lie," at President Obama while he was giving an address to the joint session of Congress. They were good with that. I seem to remember in that same year, Glenn Beck saying that Barack Obama was a racist. That was okay. All that stuff is okay. However, criticizing Donald Trump, nope, you're not supposed to do that. That is shameful. Let's just be real about this. It's okay to criticize the president of the United States just as long as it's a president of the other party. That's where we're really at. And you can fuck off if you think that this goes both ways, because it doesn't. Okay? Lance Wallnau is out here talking shit about people who want to criticize Donald Trump. He would never, ever in a million fucking years do that same thing for Barack Obama or Joe Biden or any Democratic president. And we all know this. I mean, it's so damn obvious. It's not even, this is a joke. The fact that I even need to bring this up is silliness. But that's what it is. It's rank hypocrisy, and everybody knows it. So, okay, you can piss and moan and cry and whine all you want. And you could make some comments here. But as I tell you every single time, commenting would be pointless.